Greetings and salutations. I'm Calvin, and you're watching Low Key Kyle. This time, I'm going to be reacting to the Garfield movie trailer that Sony Pictures just released today. And I was just looking at like the thumbnail, and I realized, oh, today's Monday. So that's a nice attention to detail. It makes me somewhat feel better about this existing. So let me start this off by stating that Garfield has been very important to me. I loved Garfield. Growing up, I loved reading. I had the first three books in like the collection until the book just eventually fell apart. Um, I loved watching Garfield. I loved watching Garfield and Friends on Netflix when it was on Netflix, and then also on YouTube. I even recall watching those three CGI Garfield movies that were on Cartoon Network back in like what the mid 2010s. I even have Garfield's Fun Fest for the Nintendo DS. I've had that for like over a decade at this point. For some reason, I don't know why I still have it. And I even remember the Garfield show. I say that like it came out a while ago, which I guess it kind of did, but that was okay. But obviously, I would say Garfield and Friends is the best in terms of, well, when comparing the Garfield show and Garfield and Friends. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. Of course, by popular demand, we now have another Garfield movie. And who else would be better to voice Garfield than Chris Pratt? I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear his rendition of this beloved character. Oh, it's crazy because like I was wondering when something would come out. For the longest time, all we knew about this movie is that it's going to be CGI. We got the render of Garfield, which I personally think it looks okay. It looks fine. It certainly doesn't look like that tumor from the live action Garfield. So yeah, I think it looks fine. Oh, and also that Garfield's dad is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, which I'm very curious about that. And just learning about Garfield's upbringing. So that should be something interesting. But yeah, very fitting how this is on Monday. And this Monday just happens to most likely be the start of my most difficult week so far this semester. So I'm feeling a bit of Garfield. I'm already feeling a bit of Garfield energy about hating Mondays. It's only 8:43 by the time of me recording this, but I'm most definitely going to go to sleep because I'm just sick of this day right now. There it is. There it is. I 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Also, we're now finally seeing Odie's render, which I need to see how they move. I need to see how this moves first. So there's the trailer in its glory. 2 minutes and 52 seconds. We're also finally seeing Odie's render, which I'm honestly not sure how I feel about, but I mean, at least he's actually animated this time. Of course, I'm referring to the tumor that is the live action movie, but obviously that's not what we're dealing with here. Oh, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. This isn't even the render from the movie. It's so bad. Also, in terms of like Chris Pratt's performance for this, I'm already gonna say he's not gonna be better than Lorenzo Music. He voiced Garfield in Garfield and Friends. Like, objectively, Lorenzo Music is the best Garfield. And then Frank Welker and Bill Murray did fine. I'm going to predict that Chris Pratt will not do as well as them because, well, Frank Welker's a established voice actor and Bill Murray's just Bill Murray, the legend himself. All right, let's get into it. I'm scared. I'm so scared, man. What's John gonna look like? Hungry for the Garfield movie trailer? Okay. Baby Garfield. Can have another meme of baby characters. I need to hear his dad. Oh, origin story. We're gonna learn his love for lasagna? What? John being alone. Lonely.
Oh. Hi
Okay.
there, buddy.
I'm curious about this. You just let this cat just in. You just let him enter the restaurant. And that's fine.
You hungry, little guy?
Eats the entire pizza.
You want a little more?
Yup. There it is. Okay, the Garfield mouth is there. Lasagna. Speak.
And that's how I adopted John.
Okay, now have you ever been with a plate?
Why is Anderson Paak playing?
So high, oh, it's really hurting. Ow,
You deserve to be seen with
Chris Pratt.
Say when?
Never, John. Bury me in cheese. I apologize in advance. The eating you're about to see will not be pretty. And if you have young children, this would be a good time for them to leave the room.
You never see nobody
Then please speak.
Hey, Junior, this is Vic, my father.
You ever jumped a train?
I'm sorry?
I've never jumped.
Here's that stop.
Really? Where?
Okay.
Hey, Junior, this is Vic, my father.
Why is he saying nah? What do they got? What do you got against his father?
Here's that stop.
Really? Where?
So Thanksgiving parade.
You think he'd see that coming?
Let's get it. I deserve to be with somebody as fly as me.
The wait is
Wait
over.
for it.
Does your cat act like Garfield? What is this? Do you think they deserve to be on the big screen? What is going on? What is this? To make campaign? Dogs are welcome too.
Color me intrigued.
Okay. So, that was the trailer. I don't know how to feel, to be quite honest. I mean, Chris Pratt sounds... It's just like with Mario. He just sounds perfectly fine. Just okay. Obviously, I think Frank Welker... Obviously, Lorenzo Music. He's still the best. Lorenzo Music still has a better performance than this. Just the lazy... Passive... Not passive, just the lazy, like, I don't really care about anything mindset. Lorenzo Music just still captures that perfectly. Bill Murray, I still think sounds better than this. Same thing with Frank Welker, of course, but he sounds fine. He's just doing Chris Pratt. Again, I am so sick of this man. I'm wondering why they're going for the whole... Okay, I can see why. The whole John not having a family because, you know, no girlfriend, but... I think this is an interesting rendition, like an interesting rendition of the art style that we've come to expect from the series. I like this. I like this here, the classic Garfield mouth. Oh, I just realized that the clown. I forgot the clown's name, but it's the clown. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. #1 in trending, of course. Garfield speaking in the third, speaking to the audience. I honestly don't mind that, because he did do that in the previous series. He did that in Garfield and Friends a few times. I think he did this in the Garfield show too, but I don't mind that.
Okay, now
I don't like how Odie sounds though.
Okay, now.
Like, I don't know why they made his voice higher pitched. I just think that's it'll take a bit of growing. But
You deserve to be seen with somebody as
I didn't even think about if this is gonna get copyrighted or not. Copyright struck or not. Is Garfield's father a deadbeat? He's definitely a piece of shit. Bro, really just that's so interesting. We're just gonna get more of the we're gonna get the inside of the Garfield backstory. I'm just thinking of what other characters are gonna be in this. Is Normal gonna be in this? Is the rest of John's family? Is Doc Boy? Are John's parents going to be in this? Who else? Arlene? Is Arlene going to be in this? Because so far we just know it's Chris Pratt and Samuel L. Jackson. Those are the only two voice actors we know. Did they say who's voicing John? Let me check the description. There's a site. There's an Instagram. You know, it'd be very cool if they brought up, I'm trying to remember what John's old roommate would. Lyman. If Lyman is in this, that would be kind of cool. That would be very cool. Okay. I've never jumped. That's nice singer. But that was the Garfield movie trailer that we got. I'm curious as to what this will entail this summer. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Will I see it? Maybe. After we get another trailer and they actually show us more of what to expect. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer, what you're expecting from the movie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.